So, good morning, guys. It's my day off, so I spontaneously decided that I was gonna put my morning routine in. I had like all these ideas to like make it all aesthetic and pretty and stuff like that, but I'm just like, that's not my real life. I would say on most days, it's a struggle for me to get up. It's very weird. It's very rare that I'm like actually is excited to get up. Usually I dread getting up in the morning because I have to go and work a job that I don't want to work, but I'm trying to find some happiness in there, some peace in there. If I'm lucky, I'll read my Bible. If I'm being honest, if I'm lucky, I have time to read my Bible. And sometimes I eat breakfast, sometimes I don't. So I just wanted to preface this video this way because it's my day off and I'm filming this, and I don't want you to think that I have like this little perfect morning routine, because it's very rare, and like it's something I sorry y'all, it's early. Something I'm trying to get better at.
Some things I never thought I needed. Some things I never thought I'd have. As if they are too hard to believe in. The moment I ever called them mine, I knew exactly what I was calling. I knew exactly what to say. There will be nothing to get over if I just let it slip away. So I guess I'll bright yet another close call from my eyes. Some days I think of what I had then. Some days I want them again.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So I've been reading Exodus, and it's kind of hard when I'm reading Old Testament stuff. It is. So I'm thinking that like I'm about to watch like a children's video. Like, I'm not ashamed. One thing about me, like, I'm not ashamed to say like, hey, I go and watch like the little kid, like the documentaries of the Bible stories on YouTube. I'm not ashamed. I'm on chapter 13. Like, I done went through all the plagues, and he about to cross the Red Sea. By the way, I still have a butter on because I don't feel like doing my hair. And I had this idea that I was going to twist my hair and film a different video. So stay tuned for that. But anyway. So I read Psalm 61 and 62. And both of them, I feel like both of them are really emphasizing on God being the rock and leading on the rock. And Psalm 62 was about how your soul waits for God alone and to trust in Him in all times. But I really like what my little the little side commentary. It's called. It was talking about how the psalmist, he said nothing can challenge his strength. The psalmist was wise to recognize his own vulnerability, turning to lean on someone whose position is forever fixed, trusting in his immovable God. And like, it's so hard for, I know, at least for me, to just like face defeats and face the fact that I can't do anything about this, and I literally have to just let God be God and let God do this. Because I feel like as humans, we always try to figure stuff out ourselves and like try to do stuff ourselves, and that's how we get into the trouble that we get into, because we just realize that, hey, this situation is out of my control. I'm just gonna pray about it and I'm gonna let it go and let God be God. Because we always try to come up with these terrible ideas and these terrible things, and like sometimes the situation just calls for God to be God, and it just calls for us to trust and have faith that God is taking care of it. And I feel like that's kind of where I am in life right now, especially with my job and with YouTube and things like that. It's just like I can only control things to a certain extent. So for the rest of it, I need to just let God be God, and which has kind of been the story of my life this past few weeks. So that was it matched a lot. Also, something I like to do in the morning on days like this is read some kind of Christian nonfiction book that'll help me grow with God. And this book, I've been procrastinating reading this book for a long time. And I just wanted to share about how people, like sometimes like you blame all your problems on sin and you're not taking any accountability. Yeah, that's what the first chapter was really talking about, and just like how do we make sense of sin and like where it came from and all this stuff. And like just something I've learned is just like sin is the absence of God. Like sin was brought into the world because Adam and Eve left God. They wanted to do things their own way, and that's just so like deep to me. It says we can be quick to blame others for our own sins, for which we alone must accept responsibility. But God does not say to Adam, "I'm sorry, that was a test too great for you. It isn't your fault." We too must resist the temptation to be blame shifters, whether assigned to people or circumstances in the past or present. Sometimes I feel like a lot of us don't want to take responsibility for our actions. Like even Adam, we saw Adam didn't want to. He's like, "Oh, but she did it though. She did it though. She told me to do it." Like, major shout out to Adam for that. But y'all need to get off of Eve though. A lot of people say like when they go to heaven, like, "Oh, I'm gonna find Eve and I'm gonna fight her," and I'm like, that's not gonna get you into like fight her for what? Doing the same thing that she was gonna do if you was in heaven? Like, be for real. You literally do it every single day. You had the same choice Eve had in the garden every single day. Like every day you choose to go and do something that God told you not to do. You do that every single day. Every single day. So let's not blame Eve because you decided to do that every single day. It's just like, at what point are you going to take some responsibility for what you're doing? You know? And that's the point of what I'm saying. And this is in no way, form, or fashion me just like punch you in the face. This is just like a reality check that we cannot blame all our problems on Adam and Eve. And at some point we have to take responsibility and be like, hey, yeah, I'm sinning. This is actually my fault. And I need to get back with God and fix it. So, yeah, that's my little for the day. And a lot of the time I like to come over here and I like to look at these are basically like all my goals literally for my entire life. And this is my prayer wall, a bunch of prayers, which is basically the same thing as this, because can't do nothing without the Lord, gotta pray for it. But I have like just some of my favorite verses on there, just like, let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. That's your reminder not to give up. And this is really big in my life right now. Fear is what if, faith isn't even if. And just like up there as well, just like little reminders, there's like an ambulance if you're done. Because I know a lot of people do like vision boards and all that stuff like that, but I was literally talking to my boyfriend yesterday. I was like, we do prayer boards over here. We don't be manifesting nothing. We pray and ask Lord, and if the Lord is good and gracious and kind enough to give it to us, yes and amen, but even if he doesn't, he's still good, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for my mornings when I have a day off. But like I was saying earlier, when I do have work, like I do what I can in the morning. Like with my body, it's just like I want to get up at 5 a.m. so bad, but it's just maybe one day I will. And of course, if I do that one day, I'll vlog it. But it's just like for now, like the main thing I try to do, like on when I have work, is just like get some kind of a word in, because like I said, the week be crazy. The week be crazy. It'd be like going so slow, but like flying by so fast. And then it's Saturday, and then it's Sunday, and then I gotta go back to work, and it's just like over and over and over again. And I'm already tired of the cycle. But I think it's important, especially when you have off days, or even just setting a routine, just to figure out what's important for you to do to set the day right. Like usually I would like have some type of coffee, but I'm on my period. Sorry if that's TMI, but I don't care if that's TMI. It's just a natural thing. So like, and I try not to drink coffee when I'm on my period. So sorry there was no aesthetically pleasing coffee shot. Like I said though, but this is like real life Tiffany right here. Oh, my camera is shaking. But yeah, I just encourage you to spend time with the Lord in the morning, pray, talk to him, and don't just leave it in the morning. Just take him with you throughout the rest of the day. And I feel like the perfect way to set yourself up to be with God throughout your whole day is to spend time with him in the morning. And that's something, me personally, I'm working on. That's a goal for me, to always have some type of time with God in the morning, even if it's short, even if it's 10 minutes, you know, because there's like this misconception that, oh, 10 minutes is nothing, you might as well just not even do it. Like, no, do not be thinking that. Do it. No, read that devotional, read that chapter, whatever it is, do it. And like I said, me personally, that's a big goal of mine, especially for the rest of the year and taking it to next year. But I have a devotional. This is the Jackie Hill Perry devotional. It's so good. I literally have like, I'm pretty sure like 2 days left. I read this devotional so on and off. Like I am not consistent with it at all. But y'all just made me like remember that I need to read it today. So I'm gonna go read this, and then I'm gonna go and actually film another video and have a great day off. I hope y'all have a great day too, and this encourages you to spend time with the Lord, especially in the morning. So yeah, bye.